Hi guys, it's Drew here coming at you with a pick a card. What are your psychic abilities reading? This is going to be a fun one for real. It's going to be very fun. I want to lift this up a little bit more. That's okay. All right, first deck, the Gratitude Oracle. Each reading is going to be 10 minutes long, so 10, 20, 30, okay? For those timestamps. And the third deck is the Dreams of Gaia Oracle. Okay, let's do it, guys. So for the first deck, now I'm going to be using the Ethereal Oracle. Is that what it's freaking called? Dreamscape Oracle for all of these. Okay. Give us some cards for pile number one, please. Pile number one. What are their psychic abilities? What are their psychic gifts and abilities? Their occult gifts. You know, when a person does spiritual practice, the result is an opening of their consciousness, an expanding of their consciousness, and a psychic, you know, awakening as well. Okay, so I'm seeing here, pile number one, the gate. They're saying you're a gatekeeper. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. Okay, they're now telling me that some of you have the gift, or you will discover you have the psychic gift of actually being a death doula. That's really interesting. Or if it's not a death doula, actually working with people who are dying, it's helping spirits to move on to the next place they need to move on to. A lot of times, there's sort of like a spirit imprint. If someone clings on to, this life too hard, there's going to be an imprint. It's not like their soul is actually there. But sometimes these spirits need help to, you know, go to the next, right, to move on, to be released from this manifested reality, that imprint that they have, right? So some of you are going to discover that you actually have this gift to, that's really cool. Okay, so you're either have the talent to be able to help people die, or to help spirits move on to where they need to go next. So that's what I'm getting with this gatekeeper for pile number one. Oh, we have the fawn. So another gift of yours is sort of like this innocence, this purity. Okay, there's this purity about you. And when you get down to it, the spiritual journey really is about purity, purification, our minds becoming calmer, not as many thoughts, you know what I mean? I see that you have sort of an innate purity about you. Let's put it that way. I really like that with this fawn card. And we have the memory card. So, ooh, okay, pile one. I'm also getting that you can see people's past lives. What? You can read people's past lives. Or remember, if you haven't discovered these gifts yet, it takes time to cultivate spiritual gifts. If you're not aware of these gifts yet, it doesn't mean that you don't have them. Do that spiritual practice, okay? It is the way to cultivate those spiritual gifts. Patience. Wow, yeah. So you have a patience about you. Like when, yeah. It's like you have the gift of patience to where you actually could be a death doula, or you actually could, you know, work with the dead. There's some kind of like, ugh, stop messaging me. There's some kind of gift of patience that other people just don't have. You know, they say patience is a virtue. So if you think that you being a patient person is not a gift, it truly is, pile number one. It's truly a gift. Next we have possibilities. Ooh, yeah, you got so many psychic abilities, pile one. Like, so many different messages are coming out. And remember, this is a general reading, so take what applies, take what doesn't. But like I said, a lot of you haven't even discovered these gifts yet, or maybe you've only tapped into one. You know, this is a lifetime of unfolding these gifts, man. When my third eye blew open, I was meditating for hours a day because I didn't want to be depressed anymore. And then my third eye fucking opened, and all of a sudden I was psychic, right? So these things happen. Anyone can, I believe, have these psychic abilities. So do that work. But yeah, I see you literally predicting the future. For people, it's like divination. Okay, definitely divination. Enthusiasm. You also have an enthusiasm. Once again, that childlike purity. I love this about you, pile number one. Because you never lost something within yourself, that purity that a lot of people lose. A lot of people get jaded in life. And they're just too angry to, like, you know, have anything to offer anyone else, let alone themselves. I think you went through a lot of purification in your past life, pile one. And you didn't get, like, corrupted and jaded in this life because of that. These are really interesting messages. This is so much fun. I'm really digging these pick a card readings, guys. If you like them, please like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, any additional messages for pile number one? We also have the Selkie here on the bottom of the deck, and she's calling to me. Let's see what she's about real quick. The Selkie. The Selkie. Meanings. Feeling like your freedom is compromised. There's a loss of self-control. Let's see. In the Scottish mythology, the Selkies are shape-shifting creatures who can change from seals to humans by shedding their skin. Myth says that if a human finds a female Selkie's discarded skin, they can marry the Selkie while she's in her human body. The man hides the skin, trapping her against her true nature, never allowing her to return to the sea and her kin. The only way for Selkie to receive her freedom is to find and take back her skin. Male Selkies are usually handsome and lure women. They are also where we get the myth of merfolk. Feeling like your freedom is compromised. There's a loss of self-control. So pile number one, there's an additional message here that someone in your life has way too much control over you. You give them too much control. Okay, so it's time to take back your skin. It's time to take back your power from that person in that situation. Little off topic of psychic abilities, but hey, we take whatever messages come in. So guys, pile one, I hope you enjoyed it. And guys, go vegan this January. What do they call it? January. Okay, give it a try. I accidentally went vegan when I was transitioning to vegan for like 3 weeks. And then when I actually ate pizza again, I ate some dairy. I literally had a migraine for 4 days. That cheese almost killed me. So the point of that story is that your body will show you if you just get off the meat and dairy for a few weeks. You know, it's not too late. It's the beginning of January. So give it a try, guys. You can buy vegan food at the grocery store. It's not that hard. Okay, pile number 2. Please support the channel, guys, okay? Hi, Pile 2. How are you? We're using the Sacred Earth Oracle here for you guys. Okay, so let's get some messages. We're also using the... I keep forgetting what this is called. Dreamscape Oracle for all the piles. Pile number 2. What are their psychic gifts? Flying cards. Woo! What are their psychic abilities and gifts in this life? Now keep in mind, guys, you may not have grown into all your spiritual gifts. You know, chakras open and crazy shit happens. So do your spiritual work. That is the way to grow spiritually and to grow your psychic gifts. Okay, without that third eye open, there's no psychic abilities. Okay. Pile 2. Woo, we got the koi fish. You're very blessed. I'm hearing that you have averted so much danger. It's like, have you had a lot of near-death experiences, Pile 2? I feel like you have come so close to death so many times, but a lot of you don't even know it because Spirit just took care of you so hard. Look at this. That's the message I'm getting from this koi fish. It's like, oh, I love doing these pick cards way more than reading for individual signs. Oh my gosh. If you like these pick cards, guys, come support the channel. But anyway, oh my gosh, we've got the owl at the bottom of the deck too. Owls are very spiritual. But yeah, I also see a lot of blessings and fortune is going to come to you in this life, most certainly, with this koi fish. But yeah, they were just telling me that, like, you are so protected by Spirit. Some of you might have a certain archetype that you... or deity that you work with. That's what I'm getting, that you really believe in. You know, whether it be Jesus Christ or a famous saint, whatever it is, right? Whoever it is. But you're extremely blessed in this life. And just know that you came very close to death very many times. Probably unaware. I think you're aware of some of the times. But there's been plenty of times where you just escaped trouble in your life and death because you're so protected by Spirit. Look at that. I'm seeing a light like illuminating your head. Yeah. You know how in any like religious or spiritual picture depicting a god, goddess, or even Jesus Christ, like I said, all of these archetypes are going to have like a sun around their head, which talks about that spiritual illumination, you know, crown. But I also saw your throat lit up. So there's something very special about your voice. Okay, that's one of your gifts. I'm also hearing that people around you are also protected by Spirit because you're so protected. So just know that anyone who you keep, you know, close to you, dear to you, the people in your household, they are also protected. You're so strong. The tiger and the owl here are telling me, like, you're so strong. You have these two facets of your personality. Like, you're so wise and spiritual. Like I said, I saw the whole head and throat lit up, right? Those upper chakras. But you also have this gentle spiritual wisdom to you. But you can also be strong as hell when you want to be. You have no problem. And even this tiger, like, he's not roaring or anything. He's chilling. But he knows he could fuck up anyone anytime he needs, you know? It's like the lion and the tiger at the top of the food chain. They mostly chill unless they have to defend their territory from a rival. Big cat. astral projection too. Some of you are going to remember anything I say. It could be in the future. It could be stuff you haven't discovered about yourself and your psychic abilities yet. But I'm just seeing like astral projection, lucid dreaming. Okay, these types of things you're going to experience in your life. Oh, I didn't mean to shuffle the owl away. Okay, pile 2. Before I get into the next deck, let's look at the bottom of it here. We have revolution. Wow, you're definitely a light worker, pile number 2. You definitely have a part in the, I'm hearing the revolution and the evolution of mankind, okay? The reason there are so many people on the planet right now who are into spirituality, the reason that there are so many light workers, so many people discovering that they have psychic abilities is because, well, I mean, it's just a really crazy time. You know, we have almost destroyed the environment, which will destroy us. If we destroy the environment, we won't be able to breathe the air, right? So anyway, you're here to help humanity. Shining your light, your knowledge, you know? Brilliance. Yeah, I'm hearing you cannot be ignored. You will not be ignored. You're going to have a huge place in the world, a big place in the world, pile 2. So don't sleep on it. All of us light workers need to do our work. That's why we're here on this planet at this time. Okay, next connection. Yeah, it's like you have the ability to bring the right people together. I feel like you're going to bring people together in connection. Like maybe you're going to hold seminars or retreats or something like that. Like there's something that you're going to do that's going to bring people together. And there's going to be a lot of people connected to you. They're going to be so drawn to your light, to your prosperity, to your strength, to your wisdom. I do feel like you did a lot of spiritual work in a past life, and, you know, we take everything into the next life from the previous life. Spiritual practice, spiritual work is never in vain, never, ever. Okay? The only person who doesn't grow spiritually is the one who doesn't sit on that mat every day, meditate, and do his spiritual practice. That's the one who doesn't. As long as you do it, you will grow spiritually. Productivity. Yeah, you're very productive. You're going to change the world. Like, some of you are actually going to have an invention that's going to, like, wow, like, some kind of alternative power, or someone out there is going to discover something that's going to really help the environment, or you're just going to be a catalyst, you know, charity, bringing awareness, all that good stuff. Wow, pile number 2. Okay, I would just like to ask you to try going vegan this January. January almost sounds like vagina. Veganuary. Just try going vegan this month. Just 1 month, guys. Your body will thank you for it, and I promise you probably won't want to go back. I didn't want to go back once I went vegan. My body literally wouldn't tolerate meat or dairy. Well, afterwards, and that's because I never should have been eating it in the first place. So, like, subscribe, comment, guys, okay? Support my channel. We're going to move on to the next reading. Right, meow. Hi, pile number 3. How are you? I'm here to look into what your psychic abilities and gifts are, okay? So, using the Dreams of Gaia for this one and the Dreamscape Oracle. All right, let's go. The Mother. I don't know why I'm pulling this deck first. I wanted to read the other one first. It's okay. Let's just get these cards out. We got the Mother and the Father here. I want to know what this is about. Okay. Because that's really interesting. All right, let's pull these and then we'll see. The Mother and the Father. You know what that's about? It's about inner union. It's about discovering your Shiva and Shakti within yourself. The balance of feminine and masculine energies. It's mastering yourself, really. I see you coming into a beautiful balance in your life. And look, we have the Seer on the bottom. Definite psychic abilities. Pile number 3. Ooh! Look at you! We got the snakes representing the Kundalini Shakti power. We have the eyes rolled back in the head and the third eye active. Ooh, those horns are pretty sick too, okay? I think she even has wings on her head. That's you, pile number 3. And I reminded the other piles too, you may not have discovered all the gifts that I'm going to mention, okay? They may unfold as time goes on, but remember, you got to do that spiritual practice to grow spiritually and psychically. We have some repeats from the other, no. Sorry. So this Mother and Father energy, let's just talk about that because I don't want repeat cards. No repeats, guys. Ooh, we got a bunch of sea animals coming out. Okay. Bunch of sea animals. Octopus. We're starting with octopus here. Look. Octopuses are so fucking smart. They can't even be kept in captivity. They'll escape. And they'll escape. And they'll keep escaping. Highly intelligent creatures. So you are very intelligent, pile number 3, and I feel like it's so far beyond intelligence, like intellectual intelligence. You have that, but you also have this psychic intelligence, this and I can't even describe it. Shit. But the sea turtle here too, okay? Both are very spiritual creatures, very smart creatures. Okay, people encounter these creatures in the ocean and stuff, and it changes their life. These are incredible animals, and they're coming out representing you. You're definitely not afraid to swim to the depths within yourself. A lot of you could be water signs. That's just what I'm getting with that depth. Or, you might have major water placements. It is fucking cold! Okay, the rabbit and the fox here. Let's see what the rabbit and the fox is about, because I don't know. Rabbit and the fox. Ever wonder why there's a rabbit on the moon? Is there a rabbit on the moon? Of all the creatures on Earth, the rabbit was the most generous. One day, Lady Luna visited Earth. All the animals gathered around to greet this new visitor, and they brought her gifts. Some brought wood, others gathered fruit. The fox gathered fish from the river, while the poor rabbit offered grass. The rabbit told the lady to make a fire from the grass and wood. In return, he offered his body so the lovely lady would live. In return, she brought the rabbit back to life and took him to the moon to always live with her. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Generosity, the meaning is generosity begets gifts. Always offer what you can. So what I'm getting from here, pile number 3, is that you're a very generous person. And there is a branch of yoga called karma yoga, guys. Okay, so I do feel like you're probably a karma yogi. Your place in this world is to help others. And that's such a beautiful thing, okay? God, I think that self-centeredness and selfishness, aside from overpopulation, is the biggest problem that humanity faces. The less selfish we are, the more we can extend a hand to our neighbor or to anyone who needs it, or anyone we can help, right? I see you guys getting into charities. I see you guys, you're going to help people in your own special way. Like whatever, for some of you, it's stuff you've been through, you know, like for example, I've been through a lot of domestic abuse and violence. And so I have a passion for helping abused women, right? So I see you, whatever's gone on in your life, whatever's happened to you, you have a passion for helping some of you, the people who have been through the same thing that you've been through. But for others of you, you just love to help people, and you're always willing, you know, and you have a gift for helping others. The father and the mother. I'm just so fascinated by this. I've never seen the father and mother come out together. Definitely talking about your feminine and masculine energies coming into perfect balance in this lifetime, man. Could you ask for anything more? You know, if someone's too feminine, they'll never speak up for themselves. They'll be meek, timid, right? If someone's too masculine, they're going to be too aggressive, conquering. You get the drift. So you either have, or you're going to be coming into this beautiful balance of your yin and yang energies within yourself. Damn. That's rad. Okay, thought. This is really interesting. Okay, pile 3. We have thought and heaven on earth. So you will master your mind in this lifetime. You will discover how to live heaven on earth. Okay, and that really is what the spiritual journey is all about. When the consciousness is really contracted, we are in a living hell because we are just living in our own selfish bubble. And that's no way to live. We talked about helping others, right? I think that all your acts of service to others is really going to help your spiritual growth. It's really going to help you come into that unity feeling, that you're one with all, you're one with everyone, and that you love everyone equally, because they're all manifestations of God. You will find heaven on earth in this life. You're going to have a lot of realizations about your mind, how it works. Okay, do self-examination. I'm getting so emotional for your reading, but it's so beautiful. Yeah, but anyway, you're going to master your thought processes and come to a great inner peace in this life. And you're going to find heaven on earth. I hope you guys enjoyed the reading. Guys, I'm asking everyone to go vegan this January. Veganuary. I don't know how you're supposed to say it. But there's this craze going on where people try going vegan every January. It's very easy. If you need any tips for going vegan, I've been vegan at least 5-6 years. I don't even know anymore. And please come and support the channel if you enjoyed this reading. Okay, guys, until next time, take care.